Alright, hey guys, it's me again and we are back. Today I will be doing my top makeup products that are under $10. So my first product here is the Rimmel London Match Perfection foundation. It's just kind of like a very natural looking foundation. It's not like super high coverage. But you could like build it up and make it more high coverage if you needed that. But I just think it looks really natural and it looks really
good in pictures too. Like I always notice if I'm wearing this foundation and I take a picture like fluffy, it just looks a lot better.
So I really like this one from Drugstore and it's only like $6.99. So super cheap, especially compared to some of the other drugstore foundations. Those are starting to get a little bit not that cheap. So that's a really great one. And then for concealer, my top drugstore concealer is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. Comes in a tube. Mine looks really real good because I've used a lot of it up because I really like it. So I don't know, it's just good. It covers well. And this one I like because you can use it under your eyes or like on a blemish or something like that. I usually just use it under my eyes, and then I have like if I have redness around my nose, I'll put some there. Kind of like pretty much in a triangle here.
Or down the bridge of my nose. For like highlighting action. Ooh, you're gonna get real fancy.
So I really like that one, and I think it's one of the best ones that I've tried from the drugstore. I guess next here I have the Milani Baked Powder Blush in Luminoso, and it's just like a real peachy color. It's kind of getting drowned out a little bit. I'll try to give you a swatch on my hand if I can. It's just like a really pretty peachy color. And it looks really good. And I noticed with this one, it lasts like all day. I don't know, like some blushes, I just don't really notice like at the end of the day that they're still there. This one, I specifically like have noted like at the end of the day, like, whoa, my cheeks look so good. And this one is a little bit, it's not like a matte one, so it has a little bit of shimmer in it, but it's not like chunky glitter, so it's really nice. I like it a lot. Then for eyebrows. Okay, so for eyebrows, I have this one that I love. It's the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. And it's just like a really teeny tiny nibbed pencil that you can use to fill in your eyebrows, and I think it looks really nice. I've heard that this is a dupe for the Anastasia Brow Wiz, but I've never owned one of those. I just went straight to this because I was like, $20 or $10. Woo! And then on the other end, it has like a little spoolie that you can like brush through your brows. And this, again, also like some of the other makeup.
It lasts all day. I put my brows on this morning, and they look good still, and it's like almost 9:30, 10 o'clock.
And then for eyes, I have a couple different eyeshadows that I really like that I use on a pretty regular basis. The first two are these like little eye palettes from Physicians Formula. They're called the Matte Collection Quad. So these are all matte eyeshadows. And they're just really good. I would say I use these mostly as like either highlight shades or transition shades. So I would put it in my crease and kind of blend out whatever I have on my lid with these ones. They don't really go super dark. And I wouldn't really put it on the lid either because, I don't know, I usually like to put something shimmery on my lid. But I just really like them. They're good colors. I think they have a couple other ones, but I haven't gotten those. I just liked these two for the colors that they had. So those were really good. So then eyeliner. This is the Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner Serum. Wow, that's a handful. So this one is actually pretty new. I just heard about it and I just saw it like in the news section. But it's a little eyeliner pencil, or I don't know, not pencil, but it has a brush tip. So let's see, I'm trying to get in here. It has a brush tip. Instead of a lot of the drugstore ones have like a felt tip that goes to the front. And those are okay, like I've used those and I like them, but I always get frustrated with the felt tip because it can collect a lot of like eyeshadow product and once you start using it for a while, it kind of gets a little frayed and it's not as precise. The brush tip, it's kind of the same like ease of application that you would get with those other ones, but I just think it stays like fine tipped and it's just so much nicer. And this one's super black.
And I'm wearing it today. I think it looks really good, and it's like the easiest thing. I mean, it's not that much harder than like, you know, like the little ones, but it's just like one less step. You don't have to dip your thing in, whatever. I don't know. I really love this.
This one's the only one that I cheated on though, because this is $10.99. I know, I'm sorry, but that was my one cheat. I'm sorry. Okay, then this is my other eyeshadow that I was going to tell you about. So this one is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Eyeshadow, and it comes like this. It's like a little pot, and this little like thing keeps it kind of tamped down in there, and then you have your eyeshadow in here. And this one is in, I think it's called Amber Rush. Yes, Amber Rush. And this is actually the only shade I have. I really have been wanting to get some other ones.
But it is gorgeous. Okay, I don't know what to say, and it's just like, I mean, the most intense color ever.
Okay, let's do a little swatch here. I just do it with my finger, and I actually, that's how I put it on my lid, is just by patting it on with my finger, because I think it looks a lot better that way. You could do it with a brush, but it's going to be like not quite as intense. So I love that one. What's next? We'll stick with eyes. This is my last eye thing. And this is a Drugstore mascara. It's from Maybelline. It's the Falsies Big Eyes waterproof. And this one is double-ended, and I don't actually use one end. One end has like a normal lash wand, and then the other end has this like teeny tiny little nib of like, I don't know, lash wand. So I like that one because I can use it on my bottom lashes, and it doesn't, I don't know, I've always struggled like getting mascara everywhere with like a normal one, and so I like usually never would wear mascara on my bottom lashes. Now I do more because of this one, and it's waterproof, so it's not gonna like smear everywhere, but I still don't wear it every day. But if I am gonna wear one, this is the one I'm gonna wear, and I love it. I think it just like applies really nicely. It doesn't make your lashes clumpy. It like just kind of gives them some definition, but they look really like still natural.
I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, I'm wearing it today. But it's like, they're not really like intense lashes. They're just kind of more defined.
So this one is the NYX Intense Butter Gloss. Sorry, my lights are kind of like making it hard to read things. NYX Intense Butter Gloss. This one is in Tres Leches. And it's just kind of like a nude color lip gloss, but it's like super intense in pigment, and it's really strong. I'm wearing it now, so it's just pretty nude color. I know the packaging kind of makes it look like kind of dark brownish, but it's not. This specific one, like if I just like need to put something on my lips, I'm like, oh, here, perfect, go. And this is like really good because it wears off really naturally, and it just looks nice on your lips when you're doing that. So that's one. And then the other one, I actually have 4 of these. These are the Wet n Wild lipsticks, and I don't know specifically what these are called. I will link them in the description bar below. But they're just like $1.99 from Wet n Wild. They are matte, and okay, this is the one thing I have to say.
Like, at first when I got these, I hated them. I thought they were the worst thing ever, and like I had heard so many people like raving about them. So I went out and I bought a couple, and I was like, these are really great. YouTubers love them. It'll be awesome. And I tried them, and I was like, what is this like lies?
Until I realized you kind of have to like rub off the top layer of them before they're any good, because they kind of like the outer casing of it, I don't know if it just gets dry from like when they manufacture it to getting in the store, and by the time you buy it, if it's kind of like dried out on the edge. But once you get through that like layer of weirdness, they're really like super soft and creamy.
This one, we can just have a moment of sorrow for that. Kind of had a sad moment.
So the packaging really isn't great because the lid kind of like came off and got destroyed. So anyways, these are the Wet n Wild lipsticks. They're $1.99. I think these are probably the best deal out of everything that I've shown you. They have tons of colors, and they just are really good. I have like that kind of nude color that I showed you. I have like a wine-ish color. Maybe I should take the lid off. Wine color. I have a baby pink color, just really cute. And then I have this really dark, like vampy color. So these are all really pretty, fun colors, and they are $1.99, so that's a super great deal. Love it. And then, okay, here's my last one item. This is actually not makeup. This is a tool that I use to put on my makeup. And this is the Real Techniques.
I don't know what this is called. Again, it will be down in the description bar.
But it's basically just like a sponge, and I use it by, I get it wet and I kind of run it under the sink and I squeeze out all the excess water from it. And then I'll have my foundation on the back of my hand and I just kind of dip it in and I kind of press it into my face. I don't like swipe it. I just press it into my face and blend it down my neck. And I think it gives a really good natural look to my foundation. I've used brushes for my foundation before, but it kind of prevents like getting too caked up with makeup and putting it on, because it will soak up a little bit of the foundation, but it will still distribute it really well over your face, and I think that it does a really good job of that. So this is what I use every day to put on my foundation, and I really like it. So anyways, that is all of my top favorite drugstore products under $10 that I love.
Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment in the description bar telling me your favorite drugstore product under $10. And if you try any of these products, let me know how you get along with them. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks!